If you're one of those people who believes that the American government shouldn't be telling American citizens what to do, and that asking folks to shelter in place and wear a mask is infringing on American freedoms and constitutional Bill of Rights, etc., justify your indifference and pursuit of selfish pleasure by comparing it to, oh, I don't know, these statistics. Spanish flu that killed 50 million in the 17s and the 18s, which is a third of the world population at the time. I know the Black Death before that in the 1300s. That kid killed just 20 million people, which at the time was also a third of the population, which would be, 250 million people today, and, was caused by, rats and poor sanitation in the cities. And then there was that HIV epidemic thing there, where 32 million people died from AIDS. And then there's influenza. Yeah, that was no big deal. That is no big deal, right? Because a million people die every year from some form of the flu, Asian flu, Hong Kong flu, swine flu, which was H1N1, right? We've got so indifferent to death. Fact is, every one of those numbers in all those statistics that people like to quote, those are human beings. 1 million people die globally from the influenza every year. True. Does it have to be 1 million people? Are we okay with 1 million people? If my wearing a mask or my not hanging out at my usual hangout spot, I don't get to see family and loved ones and hug on people that I want to, and all of that prevents other people from catching corona, or from people I love from catching it from me, then it's worth it. And I'm okay with that. And I would have done it without the government telling me to. The government's having to tell us because there are so many of us who are too selfish to do it on their own. How about you? Are you willing to give up some selfishness for the weeks, months, until this virus is no longer a global pandemic?